Alright, welcome to Gauntlet Episode 3. This is Matthew, and this is also my best friend Cameron.
Hello.
Alright, and last episode we went right through the catacombs, and we're going to go to the bone barricades.
Okay, just a guess. I think we're going to be facing a lot of skeletons.
No!
I think so.
Seriously?
It's just a guess, but I think so.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Okay. Alright, get my old man back.
Get the old man back.
Yeah.
So someone told me that he looks like Odin from Thor, and I was like, you know what? He kind of does.
You know, Anthony Hopkins, I can see it.
Some sort of army. You gonna get that gold?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I've just now gotten the chance to look at some of the other spells that I have been getting, thanks to this new equipment. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, with the wizard, I have so many like combos with the spells.
Yeah. Now I'm pretty jealous of the wizard. I've tried playing the wizard before, and the first time I played it, oh my god, I had no idea what I was doing. It was hysterical to watch me.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I love having the options. The only problem is when you're in the middle of the fight, the last thing you want is going, which freaking spell was it?
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah, there's something you won't see in Harry Potter. Them going, damn it, time out, I gotta remember which spell that was.
Wait, okay, let's see. And he just pulls out his book.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's see. It was after when Guardian Leviosa.
It's like I don't need to know how to turn a toad into a chair. I need the freaking attack spell.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing I loved about the movies. Is those little extra bits that they put in, like, today we're going to learn how to turn animals into wart goblets. I don't know when I'm ever going to need to turn an animal into a cup, but you know what? At least now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
Exactly. Dude, that was in that was episode 2. Yeah, that was the Chamber of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Me and my girlfriend Hannah, we were watching the first 2 movies because I can't remember his name. I feel bad for this. Who's the actor who was Snape that just passed away?
Alan Rickman.
Yeah. Hannah wanted to watch all of the Harry Potter movies because I have the entire movie collection on Blu-ray, and she wanted to watch all of them in honor of him.
In memory of it. That is totally fine with me.
But the only thing is we only got through the second one because we both have agreed we only like the first 2 because of the director.
Really?
And because episode after, or I don't know why I'm saying episodes, because once we got to Prisoner of Azkaban, she got bored really quickly and was like, I kind of don't want to watch it right now. We'll probably watch it later. And we haven't finished watching it yet. It's like it's not that we hate them. It's because the director who did now hear me out on this. Director who did Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets,
Christopher Columbus.
And Hannah pointed this out to me, and I thought that she was spot on about this. It's like when you watch those movies, it really feels like reading the book. It's like the imagination of a child. It really focused on the world of Harry Potter. It focused a lot of you being at Hogwarts, and just the imagination was spot on in my opinion. And kind of when you get to Prisoner of Azkaban, now I'm saying that this new director did a good job. It's just it was a lot more dark in my opinion, and it didn't have that sort of imagination of this world that the first 2 had. If that makes any sense.
It does a little bit. Although I gotta give credit where credit's due with the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's actually one of the few in the series that actually set certain standards for it. Like the third one actually like gave them a bridge. It started to define the landscape of Hogwarts. It made Hagrid's hut like farther away from the school. It, uh, actually, I think it was the Prisoner of Azkaban video game where they actually had to sit down with the art direction of the movie and actually figure out, because they were now starting to finally map out the landscape of Hogwarts.
You're gonna get the.
If I get the whole reason I was going to let you get it was so we didn't kill the food.
I'm sorry.
And you went and did it anyway.
My bad. I meant to break the pot open.
But yeah, it's really cool to think that, you know, they wanted to do such honor in the game that they went to the art directions like, well, we really want to map out Hogwarts and we want to make sure that it's true to the movie, which was true to the book. So
you know, that does make a lot of sense. I kind of there is subtle details like that that I like to see being pointed out. So I'll give I give credit to that. That's really cool.
yeah, I can definitely see the darker aspect of it, because that also happened in the books.
Mm-hmm.
Is when it was definitely after it started in Prisoner of Azkaban and then went on that, you know, he hit 13 and suddenly it was shit's getting real.
It was pretty much,
That is how it rolled.
My father kind of ruined the Prisoner of Azkaban for me too. This is pretty bad to say, but when the movie came out, I don't know if you noticed, but you could obviously tell that, especially with Hermione, that the kids have gotten a lot older in the films.
Indeed.
And I could tell, and I can't remember what caused my dad to say it. So it was like, I think my mom was pointing out saying all the kids are much older in this, and my dad goes, "Yeah, because Hermione has tits now." And I'm just like, "Dad."
Well, now that you mention it,
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but yes.
Oh, I am down for the count. Okay.
Hey, we still got 2 more death points, and you're giving me gold.
Okay.
But yes, this is a necromancer, and I hate this bitch.
With good reason, because he is just bound and determined to screw up all of the progress we were making.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, now I'm just going to be stuck on that comment for a while. Yeah, because now she has tits. Seriously, that was what clued you in?
I mean, we obviously knew that. Don't need to point it out so bluntly like that, but if you want to.
The few times I've talked to your dad, or you talk about him, he is definitely a straightforward kind of guy. He doesn't beat around the bush.
He really doesn't, let's be honest for ourselves. That's why I like him, and why he's such an asshole sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's the double-edged sword. Yeah, you actually, I remember when you came back from one of the breaks in school, and you said that your dad gave you a piece of advice when it came to helping people with projects. And
wait, let me set this up a little bit.
Okay.
He's referring to because I taught myself a little bit about editing, and well, someone helped teach me, but I sort of everything I know about editing, a lot of it was self-taught, and I've had people come up and ask me to help out, and so Cameron, you can now finish this because my dad told me some advice on helping people.
Yeah, I said, so are you gonna help as many people this semester as you did last semester? And you said, yeah, but my dad gave me a piece of advice. He said, be a video whore, not a video slut. A whore does it for money.
Exactly. I made sure the people I helped out, I got something out of it.
And it really just changed my outlook on life a little bit. Because he's not wrong. I mean, if you provide a service, you know, you should get paid for it.
Exactly.
Now, what that service is up to you.
Oh god.
But yeah, your dad's definitely the straightforward sort.
He really is. All right, I want to try to go around to that dick, making the other guys invincible.
Okay. I'm gonna stay here and just grind on these guys and destroy this pillar while I'm at it.
All right. You know, if you're gonna grind on them, be careful. I mean.
Okay. Well, I realize that they're just bones, but I figure bone with a bone. Why not?
Bone with a bone.
Bone with a bone. Yeah, that's how I roll.
I'm. Uh. Oh god.
Leave a comment if you know what bone with a bone implies. So, because I'd sure as hell like to know if I've just said something offensive.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone watching this raised an eyebrow when I mentioned if Yu-Gi-Oh is gay. I'm pretty sure they already raised some eyebrows at me after that comment.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of them are probably agree with you. It's like, well, I kind of grew up watching the TV shows. I mean.
Well, looking back, you realize how there it has its hokey moments, but there, especially like Pegasus.
Oh, Pegasus was awesome.
There are some questionable moments.
But you gotta admit, Pegasus was pretty awesome. And don't get the first it's not season, but the first Yu-Gi-Oh series is, I guess, what it should be called, because God knows how many there are now.
Yeah.
Was pretty good, and I think you and I could both agree that the dubbing, even though it was for kids, wasn't the worst.
Not by a long shot was it the worst.
It had its moments, but then but then you didn't even care about that. You just like to see the freaking cool card games and like your favorite monsters coming out. But then, then again, you and I can agree on this. Once it got to GX and the 5Ds, I can't watch it. I couldn't watch it unless it was the actual Japanese dub or whatever.
I was okay until 5Ds. Which, don't judge me, took me a while to figure out that it was talking about 5 dragons.
Really?
I honestly wondered if, like, 5Ds was their version of, like, Gears. Like, like turning it into 5th gear since they were on motorcycles.
That's actually not a bad thing to think about.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was, like, their version of it. But, yeah, it took me a while to figure out. I was like, oh, they're talking about dragons. Dragons.
Yeah, those things with wings that they have a card, every other card of.
Yeah. And
okay, so this is going to be interesting. We could actually make a run for it after we open up the door of all with these 5 things, or we could stay in and fight the smorgasbord of enemies that are going to appear.
You want to smorgasbord this?
Let's smorgasbord this.
All right.
I can summon. I can do double minion summoning. Let's do it.
All right. But yeah, and with the first, like, I guess you could call it arc or season of the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, when the rules were never clearly defined.
Oh god, that was
and
so
it was basically
funny.
anything goes. That is some of the best stuff in the world. Just like the rules, you make them up as you go along.
Pretty much, like literally, when if you watch back some of those fights before they actually started implementing some kind of a rule system, it was pretty crazy what the hell happened.
Yeah, I think my favorite had to have been the first like duel between Yugi and Weevil Underwood.
Yeah,
where it's like I put my worm in a cocoon, and since we're in a forest, it gets an attack bonus. He goes, fine, I play Burning Land to fry your forest. You've burned my cocoon, but wait, it still hatches.
I remember that. That was pretty funny.
The only other better one was
please tell me you're going to say Meku Tsunami in the water duel.
No, not quite. It was the Darkness duel, where it had the floating castle, and it was, how do I beat 3 monsters with this other one clouding it in shadow? I'll destroy its levitation ring.
which causes it to that was pretty
Fall and crash on his